Assalamu alaikum. So, this is not your average Tuesdays with Dr. T session. I just felt like coming here and sharing a little bit. I was in a session with one of my students and she shared something with me, and I thought I should address that in a video so that it helps others. So she shared one of the reasons that she's not sharing her wins. Inside our program, we require our students to share their updates and wins, as in success, in our community so that we know that something is working for them or not. And we can tweak things based on that. Okay, anyways, so she told me, because I have been really interested into really understand why a lot of the times, even when people are getting really good results, they are not really inclined to share. So she told me it's because of the fear of regression. So a few weeks ago, when she first started the protocol, she started seeing results, improvements, and she was very happy. But then before she got around to share, she saw a little bit of regression in her child, and then she got reeled back to her previous state of mind of being helpless, of questioning her, why me? She asked that question herself, like, why me? Why is it my taqdeer that I have to have an autism child? Okay, so I sat with her, I asked her a few questions, and then we came to the realization that number one, if she had shared with me that she's seeing regression, first of all, if she shared with me that she's seeing improvements, I would have known that, okay, she's in the right path. And then when she hit her regression, if she shared in the community that I am seeing regression, I would have asked her what she's feeding, what she's giving to the child, what is the child's bedtime routine, what sort of supplement, and everything that she's doing to the child. I would have asked her, and then I would have been able to discern why her child is seeing regression. Okay, but because she chose on both counts not to share, whether the positive or the regression, now after several months I am hearing that, and I'm like, well, you have kind of wasted several months just staying in your lane and in your zone and not sharing it with me. Because the reason why I am here, the reason why my programs, I don't do courses. The only course that I have right now is mini course, and I'm gonna do a variety of small courses soon, inshallah. Most of the time I realize that courses are not gonna work for a mom. Why? Because the same thing that this student has gone through is, if you do not have a support system with you to guide you when something is not working, you will have regression yourself. Okay, that's one point. The other point is, yes, your mindset. So if you are feeling that your mind is stopping you from sharing the things even when you have the support system, then that is something that we can rectify by talking to each other, or by you making that decision to come on the calls or to book a call with me as a student, of course. But what I wanted to understand here and unpack is the fear of regression. So regression, when regression happens, regression is not totally bad. Regression is a good thing because it tells me and it tells you that something that you are doing is not working for your child. Okay, regression tells us that there is a thing that we have to change, and we can do that by first knowing when was the child stable. So if you don't share your wins, as in when your child is stable, then later on when your child is not stable, it would be really hard for me to find out what to do. Why? Because I don't even know in which part of in which point of the map you lost track. Okay, so for example, if you are following the same map that I gave you and you tell me that I saw the lamp, I saw the direction until this point, and from there on I went inside a cave or I went inside a forest, and then I can move her back to the point where things were going well, and then we can move to the right direction. So I understand now that a lot of you guys fear regression, which is also why you do not start doing the work. Hun, regression is part of your child's development. Just like failure is a part of success, regression is a part of autism development and autism, lifestyle, autism recovery, brain development, whatever you call it. Because you can never expect your child to move 100% smoother through any protocol or any program, okay? Because he's a human. Human's body is complex. There are thousands of small and big and mediums, like biochemical processes going on. So to expect there won't be any regression when you follow a protocol is being super unrealistic. There will be regression when you see something. But the fourth point, when is a regression really bad thing? It is when things are going even worse than before. Okay? So if you see something going worse than before, then whatever you are following might create an issue versus what is missing. Okay? So when I see general regression, then I know something is missing. But if I hear a student sharing that this behavior was even not before, then we have to sit down and then we have to find out where the mistake is happening. Is the child eating something that he's allergic to or intolerant to? Because a lot of the time parents don't realize that the child might have allergy or intolerance because those allergies or intolerance are not very visible. Okay, that could be a reason. We have to do a little test, food intolerance test, and then find out which food the child is allergic to, and we have to stop that food. And then it could also be that the child is going through something behind the mom's back. So for example, somebody from the family or from school could be bullying your child, and he's so upset about it, and he doesn't have the language to convey and share with you. So when he comes home, he has more meltdown, he has more tantrum, he has more of all of those things that you are seeing. So there is always, I'm sharing a lot of information in this one video, by the way. I hope you're not losing track. I want you to re-watch this again and again and make notes, because I have shared a lot of really big juicy details and secrets on how I teach my students and help them go from their stuckness to success and recovery. Okay, the other thing that I want you to remember is whenever you are stuck somewhere, staying stuck is not going to help you in the long run. Yes, you can take some time off and realign yourself, take a break, and then pause everything and then judge where you are, where something might have gone wrong, look for a different direction. Everything is fine. What is not fine is being stuck and not doing anything about it. You might have financial issues, you might have support issues, you might have fears and blocks and all of those things. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when you are having those problems, solution is not gonna come automatically. You have to find a solution. You have to be the one making decisions. You have to be the one talking to the people who are not supporting you. You have to be the one finding the right protocol for you. Maybe you consciously know that a protocol works or a program is good for you, but subconsciously you are not feeling 100% on it, and then you will give, if that coach or me, if we ask you why you are not joining the program, you will say, I don't have enough money. Money a lot of the time is not the main issue. It is only a main issue in specific countries and in specific economical condition. I live in a Western world, and the way that we see our finances is going to be very different as compared to the financial situation of an Asian country parent, right? So if we keep those things apart, if we move those things apart, the things that are really scaring moms right now, one of it is the fear of regression, because you don't want to make mistake. You don't want to join something and then see things are going bad. No mom wants that. You, me, we all want our child to move forward. But if you have fear that there is going to be regression. Know this, that regression is part of the journey. And when you see regression, it is an opportunity to solve the problem that is causing the regression. Okay? And if you are willing to know more about our programs and how I teach and how I help my students to get autism recovery and success, I will leave all the links in the description. I want you to join our wait list of winter school, summer school. We have had we are in full capacity with winter school, so now the doors are closed. I'm not taking active students for winter school, but I might open the gate for winter school for a few of you guys in Black Friday or maybe in December. I don't know, I'm not sure. So get into the wait list. I will leave the link in the description under the video so that you can join the wait list, and when the program drops, you can come in and join us and be on the right direction and overcome this fear of regression and know what creates regression and how you can overcome all of those things. Okay, see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz, take care.